Good evening, everybody. Thank you for clicking on the video and welcome to the channel. My name is Antonio, and today I want to talk to you guys about kindness. Something that we, rarely practice. Some of us, at least, we rarely practice kindness. Sometimes we even take kindness for granted. But it's one of those concepts that you want to make sure that you practice daily. Some things, so many things you practice over time, it just becomes second nature. So you want to make sure that that's one of the things you want to practice is kindness. One of the things that I'm teaching my children, or I taught myself, please and thank you. Anytime I see my children have something that, I don't think they should have, like say if my son or my daughter picks up a shard of glass or something that I don't think that they should have, I'll say please, and they'll bring the item to me, and then I'll say thank you. And that were some of their first words, please and thank you. So that's probably something that you might want to practice yourself. If you have kids, practice please and thank you. And repetition over time, it sinks into the back of the mind. So it's not even something that you would, even second guess on. So that's something that I wanted to talk about today. But yeah, just being mindful in that moment, and the simple act of showing kindness, saying please, saying thank you. I learned quite a bit this week just by saying thank you. I'm not even going to get into the please part, but just saying thank you for just certain small things, saying thank you just for getting out of bed, or thank you, for hot water, or just saying thank you for whatever the case may be. It generates positive energy, and it is contagious, because anytime somebody completes something for you, or do something for you, you'll say thank you. And then people hear that type of stuff. People hear that appreciation, and that's another thing. It has to be generous. You can't just be saying thank you just because you have it on your mind, or you learn that you'll just say thank you. It has to be generous. But that's just one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I didn't get a chance to upload earlier, and I wanted to try to stay connected, stay true to my goals and my purpose, or what I wanted to do, to try and help myself or help people around the world, just expand ideas in different ways that people are thinking. See, that's just one way that I think of kindness. How we got here, we going on 3.5 minutes, so I'll tell a little story, and you can kind of find an interpretation of this story on because I was thinking about it earlier, on a movie called Kill Bill, where two characters were having dialogue with each other, and it reminded me of kindness. It was a story about a Shaolin monk and a Kung Fu master crossing roads, crossing each other on a long pathway, like on a long road out in the country somewhere. And when they passed by each other, the Kung Fu master, he nodded at the Shaolin monk, but the Shaolin monk didn't nod back to him, so he didn't show kindness. So the Shaolin monk, he went to, the Kung Fu master went to the Shaolin monk's temple, and he went to the head of the Shaolin temple, the head monk, and he was like, I passed by one of your students, and I showed him the generosity and the courtesy of just, speaking to him and saying hi, but he didn't even say anything to me. He didn't nod to me. And, the Grand Master didn't feel that his student was wrong, so the Kung Fu Master just killed all the Shaolin monks. Now, we all know Shaolin monks are some badasses, but this Kung Fu Master, because he felt disrespected, he showed a simple act of kindness. You see somebody out in the world, whether it's in the street or wherever, you speak to somebody and people don't speak to each other. That's rude. That's generating negative energy. We don't need negative energy in the world. Get past the veil. Get past the human, the human experience. We're, energetic beings. So we need to get past all the facade of what you see. But it was an interesting story. It was like, wow, so this kung fu master tracked down this Shaolin's monk in the Shaolin monk's temple and slaughtered the entire temple of Shaolin monks, because obviously in this temple they were generating, Shaolin monks that couldn't even show the simple courtesy of saying hi or nodding their head to someone when someone speaks to them. So that's what I want to say on kindness. It's already going past 5 minutes, but y'all be safe. I know this is one of my first nighttime videos, but we're gonna keep it going. Y'all be safe.